Hey, my name is Rob. I'm from the Pendergrass Academy of Martial Arts. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We get a lot of calls, a lot of emails regarding our classes and programs here at our academy. And the number one question that we always hear is cost. And a lot of people, that's all they ask, and I don't think they really know what else to ask, especially if you're first time, if you've never checked out a martial arts school, first time ever taking martial arts, you don't know what to expect, what to look for, the kind of questions to ask. So it got me to thinking, I said, well, let me just put together a video, because I really want to help people who are looking to get into martial arts, especially if you're doing it for the first time. So what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you guys 3 tips and 8 questions to keep in mind when you're checking out a potential school. Now look, I don't care, we're located in North Carolina, I don't care if you see this video out in California, if you're in New York, you're down in Florida, these tips that I'm going to be giving you guys, these questions that I'm going to give you so that you can ask, it's going to help you narrow and focus and determine and get a school that's going to fit you, all right? Because the worst thing that could happen is if you start a particular school and you're gung-ho and you want to train, but it's not a good fit for you and you end up quitting after a couple of months, some people would never go back to it. And I feel like the martial arts is a great benefit for everybody, women, men, kids, adults. It doesn't matter, all right? I feel it's a good fit and everyone can benefit from training in the martial arts. I've been doing it for over 20 years myself. I've trained in numerous schools, numerous styles. So I feel like I've got a little bit of insight on what you guys should be looking for. So I just wanted to help you out. All right, now let's jump straight into it. Tip number 1. Ask a friend. Most of you guys know someone who has trained before, whether it was when they were a kid, maybe they currently trained, they trained a year ago, but someone you know probably has trained in a local martial arts school, so ask them, okay? You can get a lot of great inside knowledge and feedback on their experience there, okay? Number 2, tip 2. Check out their online presence. Do they have a website? Do they have a Facebook fan page? See what kind of image they're trying to present. You'll get a lot of great information in terms of their schedule, the styles they teach, and so forth. So really, go there, do a little research first, check them out, and that will give you a lot, maybe even 80% of the answers you're looking for. So check that out. Other great websites like Yelp, where you can look at reviews. Maybe people have reviewed them. Google Plus now has reviews on there. Check those sites out. See what people have had to say about them. Okay. Now, tip 3. Actually visit the school. I cannot tell you how many times we've had people call us, email us, and never even take the time to come in. Now, for me, I would think that'd be very important because I'd want to see the image that they present online. Does that match up with what they truly have at their facility? Is it clean? How do the students interact with each other? How does the instructor interact with the students? If I'm enrolling my child, what kind of role model is that potential instructor going to be for my child? That's important things to look for, all right? So go check the facility out. See if they have adequate equipment for the style that you want to take, all right? Those are 3 very important tips that I can't stress enough. Now let's move straight into the 8 questions. Question 1 is the style. Style is very important. Some schools will specialize in just one style, which is fine. They can really do a great job at that. Some schools will actually teach a multitude of styles. So style is important not only because of how many they teach, that's kind of regardless, but the style itself is pretty important because I myself might prefer a grappling art. If you look at most martial arts, they're broken down into 2 styles, generically, grappling or striking. And I might love to grapple, but my friend, he may prefer to punch and kick. So that's going to be very important. No need to sign up somewhere and you're not going to enjoy what you're doing there, okay? Now let's move on to tip 2. Ask whoever the person is there that's going to be, you'll be contacting at the facility. Ask them, how are you going to benefit from their program? I mean, if they can't answer that, I don't know how they're going to help you. So come straight out and just say, hey, how will I benefit from training in your martial arts program versus the school down the street? All right, so that's tip 2. Tip 3, ask them what type of values, what are their core values that they try to stress at their schools. Every school is a little different. The environment you're going to see is a little different. And you're going to want to fit in wherever you go. Is there emphasis on competition training? Is it, if they teach only kids, what kinds of things do they promote, with their values in terms of teaching kids how, to build confidence, anti-bully techniques, respect, discipline, things of this nature. Ask the person that you'll be contacting at the facility what are their core values that they stress at their school, okay? Moving on to number 4, what ages do they teach? Now, every school is a little different. Some specializes in kids, and that's all they teach. Some teach just adults. Some teach everybody. The majority probably teaches a variety of ages, but it will be important to ask to help you narrow down your focus and narrow down the school that you're going to want to train at in your area. Now, number 5, when can you enroll? We got a lot of questions of people asking, when can I enroll in the program? Some people have this feeling that maybe there's only certain times of the month that you can enroll. So, some people think it's middle of the month, beginning of the month. Most schools are an open enrollment. You can start any time, but check with the school in your area to see if there's going to be any thing holding you back from when you are allowed to start. All right. Now, number 6. For some people, they really want to know the rank of the instructor, the lineage of the instructor. For some people, that's very important, all right? So, can it be verified? Can their rank and their experience of who they trained under, can it be verified? Will the people at the facility give you the name, say, hey, here's my instructor, give them a call, they'll verify, all my knowledge, my actual skills, because anyone can print up a receipt saying they're a master in whatever organization, and there's no way of truly knowing that. So you want to be able to verify the rank and the experience of the potential person who'll be teaching you the art that you'll be taking, okay? So that's another important question to potentially ask. Number 7, how much is it going to cost? Now, that's very important. We mentioned it early on, and that's probably near the top of importance for most people. And cost is is a big factor. Now, there's a lot to be said for the old saying, you get what you pay for. A lot of people will call around and only ask for a cost, and that's solely what they're based their decision on it, and that's not a good thing, all right, as you've seen in some of these other examples. So make sure not only cost is an issue, your monthly membership fees, but also keep in mind other fees that you might not realize you might be charged for, things such as periodic testing. Some people will charge for periodic testing as you're training. As you progress in rank, some styles you'll learn weapons. Some people charge for those weapons that you need. So just keep in mind there may be other fees that you have to charge or be charged, and you might want to keep that in mind when thinking about monthly costs versus these other things that might add up. So be sure to ask about that. And then last but not least, you want to ask about any kind of trials they might have. Will you be given the opportunity to try out their program, their class, whether it's 1, 2, a whole month's worth? Will you be able to try it out without having to pay anything? Do they offer any type of special like that? So keep those things in mind. I hope you guys benefit from these. Again, I don't care if you live anywhere else in the country. These basic questions and tips are going to help you narrow down and focus and find a good fit for a school that will benefit you, because it's about how you're going to flourish in their schools, how you're going to fit in. Because I want you guys to get in there, learn a great style, stick with it, and hopefully stick with it for a long time, because again, the benefits of the martial arts are tremendous. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you happen to be in our area, love to have you in. Check us out at pendergrassacademy.com, or you can give us a call at 919-819-1908, and we'd be glad to answer all these questions for you. Thank you. Much success.